Okay, so now that we've covered the basics of graylisting, blacklisting, and whitelisting, and how to search for an IP, how to trigger the capture page, let's talk a little bit about our module AntiFlood. The duty of this module is to receive incidents from other modules and prevent attackers from flooding your system with incidents, basically. For example, captcha HTTP will show a captcha screen for graylisted IP address connecting to your machine. But imagine a scenario where an attacker is trying to flood the HTTP module itself. So let's say it's trying to connect with thousands and hundreds of thousands of IP addresses to the captcha screen. Then what will happen is this AntiFlood module will see that, oh yes, the many IP addresses are trying to connect to this captcha screen many times a second. And in these scenarios, this AntiFlood module will simply just blacklist them or graylist them. You can also set an expiration time and H time, but we will talk about it later. And the very good thing about this is it's not just limited to HTTP captcha. It's every module within BitNinja can communicate with AntiFlood within the system. So it doesn't even require you to be connected to the cloud or whatever. AntiFlood module is in direct connection with all of the other modules in order to react quick. So to stop an incoming attack if that's the case. So you can see that the thresholds can be set in the config file, which is this little file, and let's just open it up and see how it looks. I will use nano in this case because that's what I prefer, but you can use vim, whatever you prefer. Yes, let's see, because I didn't use sudo, so I just quickly switch to root. So this is the AntiFlood module config. It's the same that you can see here, but with some different limits set. So you can see that we can set the limits for when to blacklist an IP address and when to graylist an IP address. So the limit before getting onto the blacklist is 30, and the limit before getting onto the graylist is just 10, because of course the graylist is a soft blacklist, so to say. And the expire time means that in under an hour, if an IP address lands on our blacklist or graylist, keep in mind this is very temporary. So you can set up the time for how long they should stay on these temporary lists. And in this case, the default setting is 1 hour. But let's say you want to change this. All you have to do is, let's say we only want our IP address to be for a minute there, let's say. All you have to do is remove the semicolon from in front of it and just type in your own value, and then make sure to save this file. It's also a good idea to just restart BitNinja afterwards, because that's when the configurations gets applied. It's not always true, but it's just generally a good idea to do that if you are changing some configuration files. And since we are here, let's just change this also to 20. We don't want hackers to be able to connect 30 times. We just want them to be connecting 20 times. So now that we have changed all of this, we have nothing else to do, just save, and just restart BitNinja. And now we have the updated setup.